Hey everyone, it's Karp, and if you've seen my other reviews on Langes, you can tell I'm addicted to this brand. And I actually have a goal to try out as many models as I can, so I'm constantly trading in or selling to go after my next purchase. And on my list is the Datograph and the Zeitwerk, so I should have some upcoming reviews on those at some point if you're interested. But today you're looking at two Langematiks. These are self-winding mechanical watches. The one on the right is a perpetual calendar that I'll spend quite a bit of time on. And then alongside it is actually a simpler version known as the Langematik Big Date. That's no longer in production today. Both of these watches, they have a zero reset feature that causes the second hand to jump to zero when the crown is pulled out. So you can set the time with extreme precision. So just to show you what I mean about this, I'll give you an example with the Langematik Big Date. And here you can see that the second hand is moving, towards the 6. And when I pull out the crown, you're going to see it jump immediately to the 12 o'clock position. So that's what happens when you pull out the crown, and then you can adjust the time. And then when you push it back in, you can see that it continues to rotate. I love the black dial. I think this is a very sharp watch that I really enjoy wearing. In terms of the one on the right, this is a platinum version of the Langematik Perpetual Calendar. And just to talk a little bit about the difference between a annual calendar and a perpetual. For an annual calendar, there's an elaborate mechanism that automatically recognizes which months have 30 days or 31 days. And it only needs to be updated once a year at the transition from February to March. The perpetual calendar, this automatically displays the correct date, day of the week, and months. And it takes into account the different durations of the months, including leap year deviations. So it's pretty sophisticated and really gets around, through innovations, the issue you have with leap years in the month of February. So I wanted to show this to you in more detail so you can see, the features that are on this watch. I'll try to get a close up. If you can see at the 9 o'clock position, you have a day-night ring. So when the smaller indicator inside the circle is pointing in the dark, that means that it is at night. And it'll also show you the day of the week with the outer ring. So in this case here, it's showing that it's Friday. And then on the right-hand side, you can see that this is actually at the 3 o'clock position. You can see the month display for November, and there's a miniature dial that's integrated into the month display that shows the leap year. So if you can see it, there's the leap year display is broken up into 4 sections, and it's actually labeled 1 through 4, and the 4 is in red. So when the arrow is pointing to the 4, that means it's a leap year, so that when it hits the month of February, it knows not to change after the 28th, but it'll actually go to the 29th before going to moving over to March 1st. And you can also see that there is a moon phase and this has a high degree of accuracy. Lange, they say that it takes 122 years to accumulate an error of 1 day. And so you really don't need to adjust this watch if you're going to be theoretically wearing it every day, for the rest of your life. You'll see on the side there's recessed pushers, and it's because you don't need to adjust the date. Now, I'll give you an example. It's October, but I purposely move this to November so that you can see that there's 30 days in November and how it will actually jump to, stop at 30 days and then jump to December 1st. So if I'm going to fast forward this, you can see that now it's November 30th. And now I'm getting close to midnight on the 30th, and it should go to the 1st, which would be the 1st of December. So there. So you can see it quickly moved to the 31st as you approach midnight and just quickly skipped over it to start at the 1st. And you can see now the month indicator on the right-hand side does say December. And then when I push this back in, the second hands by the moon will start to change again, or start to move again. So when it's fully wound, both of these watches have a power reserve of at least 46 hours, which is a couple days. And the hands, both of these, you can tell if you look at the hands, they're filled with a luminous compound for legibility. So when it's dark, you can actually still tell what time it is. The Perpetual Calendar, it's 478 parts that make up this watch. And you can see in the background, it comes with this giant box. And in it is a built-in watch winder. So the whole point of this is that I just wanted to quickly give you a demonstration. It's heavy as hell. And this is something that you can put in when you're not wearing this watch for a long period of time. Again, it's an automatic watch, so it converts your wrist movements into energy and stores it, and keeps the power reserve full. But if you're not going to wear it for a period of time, what you do is you would take out the end of this watch winder and attach the watch to it, and then I'll try to give you a better view. When you turn it on, you can see that it will start to rotate, and it's very quiet, and like I said, you can leave it running for weeks, for months, and it will keep your watch wound so that when you do decide to wear it, if it's January 5th, everything's synchronized and you don't have to reset the watch. So that's just a review of the Langematik. Hope you enjoyed this, and stay tuned for more reviews. Thanks. I had forgot to include a close-up of the back of these Langematiks. So if you look here, you can see the level of detail that goes into this. That plate that's moving, that's part of the automatic watch that that keeps the power reserve charged when you're actually wearing it or when it's on the watch winder. And you can see that it'll just continue to rotate as you move it around. So that's a close-up of the back. And again, thanks for watching this review.